So, what is my game plan to make money this week in the markets? What's going on, everyone? My name's Tony with Real Life Trading. If you're unfamiliar with Real Life Trading, go check out the links down below. We have a whole bunch of free courses for every experience level. So, whether you're brand new to trading or maybe you've been trading for a while but are struggling to see consistent results, there are perfect courses down below that's going to help you on your trading journey. And like I said, completely for free. So, check out those links. I make a video every single week just to walk you through my game plan this week of what I'm seeing in the market, specifically on SPY and on the Qs. If you'd like me to look at other tickers, please throw them down below in the comment section and I will dive into it next week. So what am I looking at here for SPY? Well, I always start here on a weekly candle because it gives me a good sense of where the big picture is heading. I'm seeing us having a full engulfing candle from this last week on the body and on this whole candle. That is very, very bullish. Most of the time, whenever you get these full engulfings, they start to make a little bit of a pullback and then it continues in that direction. So that's what I'm going to expect over the next few days, most likely this week in trading, is we get a little bit of a pullback and we're going to see where the bulls are going to start to come in. Well, where do I believe these bulls are going to start to come in? Where should they? I'm going to zoom in on a daily time frame and I see the 20 EMA and the 10 EMA sitting right here, plus a pretty strong support. So I like this area to start looking at potential bullish bounces on SPY around 540 to 535. Those also happen to be very large option levels for this week. And so this is a really good place where I can potentially find some bullish momentum and continue this ride higher. How much higher will this thing go? I'm looking at the 200 EMA on a daily. I really like 560 for this week. Get into the gap fill finally. We'll pull back, bounce back up, and let's see if this scenario plays out. If this scenario plays out, I'll most likely sell some credit spreads down here, possibly buy some swing trading calls and make some money up. If it doesn't quite make it down to where I want it, then I'll look to just day trade this bullish since I can get a better risk reward that way, and it's much easier to control risk and still catch that momentum. So I'm only going to be putting on my swing trade stuff if it can actually get down to my swing trade areas. If it fails to do that, then I'll just catch that momentum up to my target area, which is around 560 for this week, with some day trades. So that's my adjustment period of what I'm looking at doing. It's all about the risk. How can I get the best risk reward ratio? That's what I want. If I'm looking at getting in on a swing trade here and my stop is going to be down here, I want to get in here so that my risk is tiny. If I'm getting in up here, my risk is double almost that amount of this entry here. So I don't want to chase that. I want to make sure I'm getting the best entries possible. Let's talk about what happens if 535 does not hold on SPY. Well, if 535 doesn't hold, we have this open gap here. In my opinion, we still have some bull sentiment, even if this doesn't hold. But overall, especially on the bigger time frames, on a weekly, we are in a bearish sentiment. The bears are in control. We're just getting a relief rally. So with this relief rally coming in, I am expecting at some point the bears to start to rotate us back down. But I'm not sure that's going to happen until we get up into like that 560 to 580 box up here. So I am being extremely, extremely cautious up in this range because I'm not sure which way it's going to want to go. So this is an area that I definitely want to pay attention to because this box is where, if there are any sleeping bears out there, that this is where it could potentially go, right? So we could potentially have some bears right up in this area here. And we're going to want to be very, very cautious when we get there. So that's where I want to be taking my profits if this market does bounce. If we fail to bounce here at 535, sorry, side tangent, then I'll be looking for the bulls to come in at the gap fill. If the bulls fail to come in at the gap fill, now I know these bulls are not doing their job. They are not in control. So that would mean that bounces will most likely get shorted and push us back into 508. Potentially even 480 if things start getting really ugly. But I would expect bulls to hold these levels. We will see what it actually does. We have a lot of earnings this week, and so gaps could be coming. And it could go bullish, could go bearish. I'm leaning more bullish this week until otherwise proven. So I'm going to let the markets come down and test the areas where the bulls should be. We'll see if they actually end up holding these levels and then get a bounce. If they fail to, I will lose small, and then I'll start planning my other entries to go and make some money to the bear side down to 508 target or so, hit my goal for the week, and then come back next week and see what happens here in these markets. So that's what I'm planning on doing on SPY. It makes the most sense for me to see this type of price action play out, and it should be a very bullish area around 535 to 540. I'm going to look for that again. Sell a bull put spread. It gives me a little bit of cushion. possibly even do some swing trades down through here. It just depends on where I'm at on my month, where I'm at on the week, and how aggressive I want to be. So that's my game plan right now for this week. We're going to see what else happens here and how other things might be playing out. But if we jump on over here to the Qs, it's very, very similar, but the Qs have already filled its gap. We closed up above this engulfing big candle. So again, a pullback into like 450 should be about where the bulls are, and I'm waiting on this 200 EMA right around 480. That's going to be a very, very big deal. This area is where bears are going to be at if they're going to be here. So I love this resistance. I think we're going to get a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a bounce, and then we're going to see what happens here. A lot of bulls are going to be very, very happy up in 480 to 490 on the Qs. And so that is a perfect place for the big money to pull the rug out and to drop this thing if they're going to. Because remember, on a weekly chart, the bears are still in control, right? This huge drop has not gone away. The markets move in what I call an S-curve. So a move down, a bounce back up, and then another move back down. We are simply in just the bounce back up phase. So the high probability is we do get another visit down to the lows, possibly further, but at least the lows. And so I want to be very, very cautious and not fall for the traps that the big money's trying to set up. It's so easy to be like, oh my gosh, we're so bullish now. It's just rampaging. It's 5 bull days in a row. And then you just start loading in like, we're going to all-time highs. Maybe. But there's also a really good chance that as soon as everybody goes bullish, these markets reverse and then come back down and revisit these lows. And then as soon as everyone goes bearish, it's probably about the low and we should start to bounce. So stay away from the crowds. Play the markets, what they're showing you. Look at the strengths. Look at the price action. The price action on a weekly chart is telling me move down, move back up, move back down. How high will we go? I don't know. Well, how low will we go? I don't know. Price action has to tell me that, but I do know that price action is saying something like this. It's just a matter of will that play out. Now, if news comes out, it'll change the story. We'll get a shallow dip and a much stronger bounce, right? News can change this game. That's what makes trading hard, is you have to be nimble. You have to be able to understand and say, okay, this is what should happen, but things can change. Sentiment can change. Things can change. If they go to tariffs and say, you know what, let's just not worry about tariffs for another year. These markets are gone. I mean, they will rampage to all-time highs in like 2 weeks. So things can change. You've got to be nimble, but for the most part, look for the price action to play out, especially on the bigger time frames, to give you some momentum. I hope this video, quick little video, helps you be a little bit more prepared for this week. This is what I'm looking at doing, and the levels that I'm looking at playing so that I can make some money this week in the markets, continue to pay the bills, and enjoy the life as a full-time trader. Come check us out over at Real Life Trading. Again, links are down below in the description. Real Life Trading, what we do here is we teach people how to trade. We're not about just giving you a fish. We don't want to just hand out things to you so that you're relying on someone else to make money. We want to teach you how to fish. We want you to have the skills so that you can look at a chart and make decisions for yourself on what you want to do and what edge you are looking at, because your lifestyle is different than mine, right? I have the time to sit in front of the computer. Maybe you don't. I want to teach you how to trade so that you can match your trading plan, your strategy to what fits your lifestyle right now, and then give you the skills to be able to adjust with that as the markets adjust and as your life adjusts as well. And so come check us out over at Real Life Trading. We'll teach you how to trade. We'll teach you how to actually see things in a chart, understand what you're doing, and do it as safe as possible, because it's all about risk. It's all about understanding the correct way to trade. And that's what we're going to show you how to do here. So again, check out those links down below. Thanks for hanging out. I'll make another video next Monday, and I will see you guys then. And we'll just excited to see what these markets do this week. Good luck in your trading. Follow your plan, and I'll see you next week.
Guys, if you have not checked out Apex Trader Funding yet, we are officially partnered with them. You have to check it out. It's never been easier to trade with a lot of capital. You don't need a lot of capital anymore to be in this game. I suggest you all go out, pick up a either a 25 or 50K account. Use our code REAL, and you'll get anywhere from 50 to 80% off. This is futures trading. You're absolutely going to love it. With Apex 3.0, the rules have become easier than ever, and a lot of people are getting amazing payouts. You can see down here at the bottom, tons of people getting payouts here at Apex. Jump in, check it out. I know you're going to love it.